What's up, guys? HD Motorsports here, bringing you another broadcast of the NNR Racing League. Tonight is the night the boys head to Texas. Second race of the third round of the playoffs. Only one more race to go after this, to that Final Four race. As always, joining me in the playoffs booth, it's going to be Pete. Pete, who do you got tonight?
Oh boy, I tell you what, more smoke took last week. Really followed really closely by CGMX Rose and the Aviator. I went back and I watched the spring race just to get a little bit of history or reference. I think I'm going to steal your pick. I'm going to take the 18 of Rowdy tonight, HD. Who do you got?
Why are you stealing my pick? That's not nice. I want to
My
pick Rowdy.
Okay, all right, we can do it.
No, we can't now.
Okay.
I'm going to actually go with the young gun, CGMX Rose. Since you want to go ahead and pick Rowdy, I'm going to go ahead and pick CGMX Rose here. You know, he's very fast, he's very talented. But actually, Rose is the one driver on the outside looking in. He's currently tied with Rowdy, tied at 34 points, if I'm not mistaken. And if this thing was to end today, CGMX Rose would have the short straw and he'd be out.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would. And actually, as a dark horse, I think I'm going to go for that 12 car in Knights. He had a really strong car in practice.
I like that. You always know my dark horse. I'm going to go ahead and try and pick the Carroll, baby. And so here goes your invite out. Going to go ahead and launch up in here, get to the race, get the boogie in, get the cooking, and get to making left turns. Because that's what we like.
That's right. All the while, we're just winging it.
Doing something.
Right, I've got your stream up. Everything looks and sounds good. I've got a more stream up. So I should have a good top 5, top 10 rundown for us all night long, as well as cautions and running order. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Second race in this round, we go to ISM next week, and then on the homestead, and it looks like they're about to take their pace lap.
Yes,
HD.
Sir. And there is that young gun, CGMX Rose. He's going to be sitting on the pole position there in that 11 FedEx machine. On the outside of him is going to be his teammate, the Aviator, to 38. He's going to be starting P2. Rowdy there, P3. And that beautiful 18 M&M machines. And there's 42 of them more smoke. And Pete, that top 4 very well could be your top 4 in that homestead race.
Absolutely. Aviator was really strong last week. CGMX Rose came in second. Rowdy was a little bit mired back in traffic after some damage, but yeah, a more smoke took the win. This could very well be your top 4 going to Homestead after ISM next week.
Yes, sir, indeed. And they're starting in 5th place. That's going to be the 20 of God Power, if I'm not mistaken, or Ingalls. It's one of them.
Ingalls, yep.
Yep, Ingalls. And there's a 21 of God Power on the outside of them sitting P6. But as they come around turn 4 right now, go ahead and take the green flag, Pete.
I'm actually still loading in, HD, so this is going to have to be you, sir. Sorry
All
about
right,
that.
well, I'm going to go ahead and take it there. And there's CGMX Rose with a good launch off the line, down into turn 1. Look at this, single file, top 4, top 7, top 10. All single file as they go through turn 1.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm in. Thank you very much. So yeah, right behind that 21 is my dark horse, the 12 car in Knights. And behind Knights, it looks like that is the 9 car of String. And then behind String, it looks like, is that the 24 of Coe?
Yeah, it looks like it's a 24 of Coe. That's possible, but there's that 18 of Rowdy making a move out to P2 at the 42 of a more smoke in tow. There's that 20 of Ingalls. You know he's fast, just not in the playoff picture as they go down the backstretch.
Yeah, Ingalls isn't in the playoff picture, but he's fast everywhere we go. More Smoke actually got a really lucky break. He was able to duck down to that low line relatively early, and they all left the 38 of the Aviator out to dry, as he's going to be under challenge from the 21 now.
Yeah, Aviator dropping outside that top 5 as he gets stuck on the high side. You know as well as I do, Pete. You get stuck on the high side here at Texas, you're just going to lose a ton of ground, especially with no help up there. Aviator only back to P6.
Yeah, even though you can go 3 and 4 wide at Texas, it's still very much a single groove track. I'm waiting to see actually what Heat 4 has in store to see if they've got that compound down, make it a little bit more of a 2-lane or 3-lane track.
Yeah, definitely. Heat 4 is definitely a big improvement. Someone just asked, why are we not racing Heat 4? Well, we only got 3 races left of the season. Timing didn't work out with the release date of Heat 4. So here we are on Heat 3 with CGMX Rose out here leading this thing.
Yeah, CGMX Rose, again, followed closely by that 18 of Rowdy. Aviator did drop all the way back to about P6 or P7. He's in the clutches of String right now. Right behind String is the 10 car, and then the 12 of Knights. I'm sorry, no, that's the 43 Jose 720. He's working his way back. I think he got a rear starting spot, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of fanning out a little bit through the corners. The 9 car is actually going to go ahead and try to take that position from the Aviator right now. And here comes the 10 car Sterlo. He's gonna try the 38's ability here in just a second. And then, yeah, Jose 720, he's bringing up that front pack. Now, it looks like they've kind of broken up into 2 packs.
Can you hear me fine?
Yep, I got you, bud.
All right, cool. Messing around a little bit, the quick settings.
Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely got you. Yeah, pack 1 consists of everyone up to the 43 of Jose 720, and then you got the 2 cars Stout Whiskey. He's leading the second pack about a good 10-15 car lengths back. So you can definitely tell, I think.
String.
Yeah, look at the 9 car String. Yeah,
he's leading that second pack there on the outside of outside of God Power, but still leading the race is going to be that young gun CGMX Rose sitting P1. Rowdy, like you said, P2. The only oddball out of this whole bunch is sitting in P4. That's Ingalls in a 20. He's already knocked out of the playoffs. Yeah,
I'm sure he's looking forward to the next to the next season. I saw something. I think I saw.
Here goes Rowdy though on the inside of CGMX Rose. Sorry to cut you off, but we got a battle for the lead out in front. You got the more smoke pushing Rowdy as they get a little loose down the front stretch. Yeah, a little contact
and
there.
This is not like. I was gonna say, this is not like Heat 4 where you can touch doors just a little bit without getting all out of shape. And again, we go back to these two. They have no love lost whatsoever. They will beat and bang till the cows come home. And at the end of the night, they're over playing Call of Duty again.
Yes, sir. That's what they're going to be doing. But yeah, a little contact there between the 18 and the 11 as CGMX Rose down the front stretch, and that's important because those two are currently tied for that last spot to make it the Homestead at 34 points. Rose has got some ground to make up for. This thing is over.
Yeah, Rose is going to have a lot of ground to make up, but luckily he's on that high side right now where it seems like most of them had gone, and of course going into the corner they're going to duck back down, but through the tri-oval and through the backstretch you tend to run just a little bit higher where the 18 is, where the 42 is right now, and where the 20 of Ingalls is. So he might have a little bit of help.
A car that looks to be struggling a little bit here in this pack is that 42 of More Smoke. He's running awfully high through the corners. We'll see what he does here in 3 and 4, but might have a little damage in that car. And there he is yet again, not able to get quite down as low as Rowdy through the corner, as he's going to get a better exit, as it looks like, as he gets a good run down that front stretch.
Yeah, he definitely got a much better exit. It almost looks like maybe he's too high of a preset to where he's afraid to commit to the very, very low line, worried about that bump through the corner. But he's able to get off the corner really, really well.
And there's a position change here for 5th place. That 9-car String was able to get by the 20 of Ingalls, so he's now punched his way into the top 5.
Yeah, String is coming as the 18's under challenge by the 42. 42's got a good push from the 21 of God Power, and right behind those two is the 11 of CGMX Rose.
Yeah, there goes him. That's going to push Rowdy all the way back to P4. And there is that all-important battle between that 18 and 11 as a More Smoke, your last week's winner, to the race lead down the backstretch into turn 3.
Yeah, More Smoke took the lead. But tell you what, that 9-car of String, he went from that second pack and he caught this pack all by himself. Nobody came with him. So I think these guys are really going to have to worry about him before the night's over.
Yes, sir. And there is that 21 of God Power actually looking to the outside of CGMX Rose, but there's Rowdy. He's going to follow with that 11. And there's that 48 car coming out from his first green flag pit stop of the night. Things are heating up here in the front pack.
Oh yeah, they're getting dicey. They're 2 by 2 behind the first two, which are nose to tail. So you got the 18 under the 21, and you got the 20 under the 9. Man, this pack's all over the place.
Yes, sir, indeed. But they're back single filed now, as that second pack was starting to catch up just a little bit, but they've lost a bit of ground with Jose 720 to 43 leading that thing.
Yeah, once they stopped getting racy and they got back in line, they started to inch away a little bit more, and it looks like Jose actually lost his push. So they're really not nose to tail. They're kind of, one car's in the high line, middle line, very low line. One car's on the line. There's no one actually drafting to try to push to make their way back up to the front. But hey, back to the front is the 42 of More Smoke.
Bouncing around real quick, and let's look at this 18, because that all-important battle is now nose to tail for second and third place. They've already made some contact tonight, Pete. I guarantee you that's not the last of it.
No, it won't be the last. You saw the 11 and the 18 make contact. The 11 and the 42, I'm sure they're going to have some words before the night's over. God Power always seems to find himself somewhere in the middle. You see the 9 coming off the corner, got a little loose right in front of the 20 of Ingall's. The 9's actually going to go ahead and duck under the 21. He's going to take P4 and pull up to the bumper of the 18 of Rowdy.
Yeah, the 9-car string is on the move, and he actually needed a couple minutes. I'm glad that Kobe would have gave him that extra couple minutes, because he is making his way to the front. He is cooking and booking all the way up to P4.
Yeah, he's got a pretty quick car for still being on default without, making any changes to the car yet. I think he, like I said just a few minutes ago, I think these guys are going to have to worry about him before the night's over. He is on the 18's bumper now.
Yeah, he's looking good. As More Smoke's looking better out in front, able to get a little lower through the center of the corner. Maybe he's got that cleaner air, as there's a little contact towards the back of this pack between the 21 and the 20 of Ingall's. That's God Power to 21. Ingall's getting a short straw on that. Likely maybe going to lose this draft.
Yeah, he might actually lose the draft, but that could help the 43 of Jose 720 and all the cars back behind them. It looks like they're kind of gaining a little bit of time on him since Ingall's did lose the draft. Yeah, they're definitely not as far back as they were a lap or two ago.
Yeah, and there goes that 9 string, getting just under the 18 of Rowdy. He's going to squeak by him. String making power moves up towards the front, all the way up to P3.
I'm really surprised at the aggression of String. I mean, normally he's the one that will wait until you make a mistake. He's not going to pounce. But he is diving under and trying to get every bit of angle that he can to get under these guys as quickly as he can. And he made his way from the back up to P3 already. He just passed the 18 of Rowdy.
Yeah, he was just looking to the outside of CGMX Rose through turns 1 and 2. Nothing working that time, as he's going to ride high here in turns 3 and 4. Rowdy looking low. Just don't think he's going to be able to get there.
No, I don't think he's going to be able to get there. The 9 car is holding a whole lot of momentum off that second to third line. He's not going all the way up, but he's not really staying low either. He's keeping it wound up pretty tight.
Yeah, String actually getting a little tight there yet again at a turn 2. I think he's possibly burned that right front off of that tire, and there's that 21 of God Power down low on the 18 of Rowdy in turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, when String just about touched that wall, it kind of made the 20 and the 18 check up a little bit, but they're all back single file and going into 1 and 2. I'm going to kind of work my way through the field here. So right now your leader is still the 42 of More Smoke. The 11 is CGMX Rose sitting P2. String in third after a really strong run, even before adjustments
we got
started.
a battle for the race lead here, though, because that CGMX Rose down low on a 42. Coming out of turn 4, down the front stretch. He's got String in tow. String possibly about to get all the way up to P2.
Yeah, looks like just as you were saying, as you started saying that, it looked like the 42 of More Smoke got really tight, and that allowed the 11 of CGMX Rose to get by. Now it actually looks like the 11's playing both lines. He's going to pull the 9 up, then pull the 42 up, and then pull the 9. As the 9 and the 42 might make a little bit of contact that pushed the 42 up the track, he's going to lose even more positions.
Yeah, it looks like the 9 got a little tight down there. That was a good piece of driving between both drivers as CGMX Rose has got a commanding lead right now by 2 to 3 car lengths coming out of turn 2. The green flag pit stop should be happening here shortly.
Yeah, I'm actually seeing a car or two here and there. I think I just saw the 2 cars Stout Whiskey coming off pit road, as well as the 43 of, no, it wasn't the 43. The 43 is right behind the 18. But I'm definitely seeing more cars coming off pit road right now.
Yeah, and this battling right now for second place, though, has allowed CGMX Rose to get an even bigger lead, as his lead's now up to about 7 car lengths.
Yeah, and talk about a couple of people getting down pit road. You got the 10 car of Sterlo and the 37 of Pro Viper. So yeah, green flag pit stops have definitely started. And
here comes that 18 of Rowdy. Actually, he's coming down for his green flag pit stop, making that long venture all the way around turns 3 and 4. They need the pit, but get on pit road, I guess, coming into turn 3, and they need to exit coming off of turn 2.
Yep, they got to have all their tires down below that line, and they can't merge up to the track until they're clear. That's one thing that NNR does that I tell you, it takes a whole lot of skill. We all know how slippery these aprons can be.
And not only that, but it's a lot of time can be made, or you can lose a lot of time. You know, you get a little loose, you can easily lose 2 seconds on a guy that's literally right in front of you if you mess up that pit entry or that pit exit just a bit, as CGMX Rose is starting to get caught just a bit as these guys behind him are trying to get single file, but there goes CGMX Rose actually going down for his green flag pit stop.
Yeah, CGMX Rose, I see him ducking down in front of the 42, and the 42's gas light is on. But he's going to try to make his way around one more time. But right now, it's the 21 of God Power. It's in the lead. More Smoke sitting P2.
Yeah, as the 9 of Strings going to get just below a More Smoke sitting P2. And this could spell a little bit of trouble if he's trying to get down pit road. As it looks like there goes that 20 of God Power. He's signaling, and he's going to go in and get a nice pit entry. We're actually going to watch this as a More Smoke is trying to get down as well, but he was on the outside like I just said. And Ingals is going to make up a ton of time on that 42.
Oh, yeah, the 42 got...
42 missed pit road, looks like. I don't know if he missed it or that was just AI.
Nope, pit road grabbed him at the last second.
Ah, man, I was lucky.
But he was squirrely getting in there. He's got the 20 of Ingals kind of pushing him a little bit. Yeah, he's getting his adjustments in, and he's on his way to his pit.
Yeah, and here's that 21 and 9 now coming down for their green flag pit stops.
Yep. The 9, I'm guessing, since he pulled his way up through the field with the draft, he was able to go an extra lap or so. So that could also pay off a little bit later on for him.
It is true. Here's that 12 car Knight's got to give him a little love as he's still in that potential chance to get into the final 4. Really no clue where he's running at the moment, though.
As soon as Moore comes out of the pits, I'll see if I can't get a little bit of a running order. And actually, bad break for that 42. You saw him getting in. He actually ended up getting a black flag, so that's going to cost him an additional 15 seconds. So he's going to fall outside the top 10 at least, if not a lap down, HD.
That's a tough break. Good thing you won last week, I guess. But it looks like as this thing cycles through, your race leader is going to be the 18 of Rowdy, who pitted a lap before everybody else, and he's got a commanding lead out there.
Let's see here. Still working my way through. As you see, the 1 car of Sweeter going to the pit road now.
Yeah, Rowdy's definitely going to be this race lead as it cycles through. He's got well over a 10 car length lead as they go down the front stretch. There's Rowdy entering turn 1. The only thing is, Pete, is they got a 3-car tandem.
Yeah, they do. And I'm actually going to, since Amore had that issue, I'm going to switch from Amore's Twitch feed over to Carol's and get a different perspective. There we go. And I'll be able to get a another running order too, because Carroll was not on a Moore's running order, so we should be here. Keeping an eye on that 12 car Knights as he was making his way through the trial. We're going into turn 1 and 2.
You know, as this thing is starting to cycle through here after this pit stop, so looks like a big gainer is going to be that 10 car Esterlo, who's actually looks like he's be sitting P3 just behind that 20 of Ingals. There's Jose 720 sitting P4, and then we got the 11 of CGMX Rose behind these guys sitting P5, but he's just outside of their draft with no help.
Yeah, he doesn't have any help at all. He's hoping that car behind him might be able to catch up a little bit, might get a little sniff of the draft. But yeah, the 20, the 10, and the 43, they're all they're cooking.
Man, they're cooking and booking, and they should catch Rowdy here, if I'm not mistaken, probably about 10 laps. I give them about 10 laps before they get to Rowdy's bumper. The only thing is can they pass them once these tires get a little older? And can a 3 go on the outside? You know Rowdy's going to be blocking the bottom.
Yeah, he's going to be blocking the... Ooh, 43 got wicked loose right there. Good save by him.
That's a great save by him.
The 11 of CGMX Rose to pull right up on his bumper. And
that's going to help the 11 of CGMX Rose, as they should together be able to pull up to Sterlo, because Sterlo has lost the draft there just a bit. And that's also going to help the 18 of Rowdy to stretch the lead out just a tad more, possibly, as there's the 38 of the Aviator lurking behind these guys as well.
Yeah, if they do catch the 18 of Rowdy, it actually might be right at the beginning of the next round of green flag pit stops. And these guys definitely have a green race kind of look to it, HD.
Hey, here's that 12 car Knights. He's going to go down low on the 48 of Carroll down into turn 3. Going to be able to go side by side, but Carroll, not mistaken, possibly a lap down. He's just going to play it smart, let Knights by. He doesn't want to mess up his race at all.
Yeah, Carroll was actually one of the first ones to pit. Right now, he's only got 5 laps left in the tank, where everybody else, they've got to have at least 20 to go, give or take. So he may be trying his own strategy. I can tell you, Carroll is looking forward to Heat 4 very much. We ran a couple test races the other night. We ran like Iowa.
Oh, there's that 6 car getting really tight out of turn 2. He's going to spin and collect the 20, collect the 43. Huge wreck out of turn 2.
And while I'm watching, yep, okay, that caution's out right now. I was going to say I'm waiting on the caution to show up on the 48 screen, and we are under caution. That's going to be a big break for the 42 of a More Smoke.
And that was a huge wreck coming out of turn 2. Looks like the 6 got a little tight, little loose. Something happened at turn 2. He smacked the wall, spun around right there. And you know as well as I do, Pete, you coming out of turn 2, there's just not much you can do. You're just along for the ride coming out of that corner. And he was sitting right in the driver's line and just collected them all.
Yep, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go at all. That's one thing, like I was saying earlier, this is a really, really wide track, but it is a single groove track. All right, we're going to rack them back up, stack them back up. And it looks like you got the 18 of Rowdy. It's going to be the control car with the 20 of Ingals to the outside. Trying to filter through the cars. Looks like you got the 43 of Jose 720. Where's the 2 cars? Stout Whiskey. He's gonna roll off P4. And I'm trying to work my way. There we go. I'm sorry, that's 21 of God Power, excuse me. Then you got the 37 of Pro Viper with the 9 car string on his outside. You got the 1 car Sweeter Feed with the 24 to his outside. You got the 10 car of Sterlo, and then I think that is who's outside
40,
Sterlo
looks like
back
47
there.
of Fort Smitty there.
Yep, 47 of Fort Smitty. Yep, then you got the 12 car Knights, the 48 of Carroll. And yeah, we're going to be taking this green as soon as we get through 3 and 4. So what do you think? You thinking cautions breed cautions, or these guys are going to go back a long green flag run?
Well, they got the setups in, so they're going to be a little loosey, a little goosey, as we got the Rowdy here coming out of turn 4. And usually cautions breed cautions, but these guys are one of the best out there in NASCAR heat. And there goes Rowdy down into turn 1, side by side for P3 in turn 1. Oh, all single filed out.
They all got single file on the bottom really, really fast. They're actually single file all the way back to the 47 of Fort Smitty, as the 24 of Cody was just able to duck in front of them. Didn't take them long at all.
Yeah, but Rowdy got a huge run out of turn 2. He's going to squeak by the Aviator. He's going to regain that lead. Side-by-side battle for P2. There's Ingalls on the inside, Aviator on the outside.
Yep, Ingalls getting a really good push from the 21 of God Power. So right now these four are kind of separating themselves from 5th on back. Looks like the 1 car of Sweeterfield was holding up the 10 car of Sterlo just a little bit, and that's going to allow them to scoot away just a little bit more. Looks like that 1 car is really, really loose.
Yeah, 1 definitely does look loose back there. So that's going to pile him up. He's going to get back into this middle of this pack. And there goes that 42 of More Smoke trying to make his way back up through the field. And the 11 of CGMX Rose, who's all the way in the back. Again, he is 1 spot below that cutoff line to Homestead.
Yeah, it's amazing how you can be great all year long, but when it comes time for the chase, what you did earlier in the year.
Oh, there's a spinner there! 37 of Pro Viper doing flips in the air.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the cautions come out just yet. I'm still watching Amore's stream. We're going to stay green, HD.
Yeah, we're still green as there's a side-by-side battle for 3rd place. There's that 21 of God Power down low and a 20 of Ingalls coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch.
Yep, the 20 of Ingalls is going to have the better, the better line right now until they get through the corner. Looks like that low line going through 1 and 2, and then again 3 and 4. That's the place you want to be.
How's
Don't
it going?
Be caught on the outside.
How's it going out there, Harry Gaming? Let's go ahead and go back in this back of the pack though. Let's try and follow along with the 12 of Knights as he's looking to the outside. He's got that 42 of More Smoke just below him, but there's that 11 of CGMX Rose making his way up through the pack. He's now past More Smoke.
Yeah, and he's right around some of the other contenders. He's back there with the 2 car of Stout Whiskey, with the 12 car of Knights, the 11 car of CGMX. These guys are all juggling for position, and with how tight things are, every point means a whole lot. It's very important.
That's a good piece of driving right here as I'm right on the hood view of that 12 car Knights. He got wicked tight in turns 1 and 2. Had to check up out of it or he'd have got into Carroll. Carroll on the outside of him. Knights trying to hold on to that 2 strap.
Yeah, and if you look right in front of these 2, they're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. So everybody is so racy. They need to try to get single file if at all possible. As much as we don't want to see it, we love the side-by-side battles. But they're just allowing that top 4, top 5 to scoot away. As
you're talking about racing, there's a battle for the race lead right now with the 38 of Aviator on the outside of Rowdy, coming through turns 3 and 4, still side by side, coming to the start-finish line.
Yep, 38's on the outside. 18 just made his way down to the bottom line. Got the 21 to go ahead and give him a push with 20 of Ingalls right behind them. It looks like the 1 car, which seemed really loose. Hey, maybe loose is fast because he's caught this lead pack. He's right with him now.
And they are still side by side, that 18 and a 38 of the Aviator, as the 18's able to squeak out that time by. He's regained the race lead. Now they're side by side for 2nd place with God Power on the inside. Ingalls trying to help Aviator out.
These guys look more like tandem drafting, like we're at Daytona or Talladega, than they are at Texas.
Well, I'll tell you what, that move right there definitely hurt that 20 of Ingalls because that allowed the 1 of Sweeter to be able to get past him all the way up to P4. There's that 10 of Sterlo, and they are side by side. Looks like the 20 got into the 1 a little bit there in turn 3.
Yeah, the 1 kind of tapped the wall. He lost quite a bit of time. He's going to lose this main pack, but he's going to be able to get back up with that 2nd pack coming through the trial now.
Hey, Sterlo looking to the outside. Yeah, Sterlo looking to the outside of the 20 of Ingalls down the backstretch. He should be able to get the draft off the 21. He's able to clear Ingalls down into turn 3. Single file. Up there goes the Aviator, actually.
Yep. 38 of Aviator took that draft, and he was able to get to the inside of the 18. That's going to push him up the track, and 21 of God Power is going to push the 38 right by.
Yeah, 21 of God Power now down low just below the 18 or Rowdy. You know, one thing that's helping Rowdy here, CGMX Rose is somewhere back there in that second pack. But that second pack, Pete, has got a huge single file train. They could possibly chase this front pack down.
Oh yeah, and they're headed by the 1 car of Sweeter, and he was just up there with these guys, and we know that 9 car is fast. He pulled himself up, and he's got the 42 of More Smoke and the 43 of Jose 720, the 11 of CGMX Rose, all really fast cars, you know, fast week in and week out. Any one of those guys could pull their way and pull the train up to this front pack.
And there goes Rowdy diving down into turn 3. He's going to get just below that 21 of God Power with the 10 of Sterlo, working his way up into the top 3 position.
Yeah, they're really slicing and dicing right now. It looks like the 2 car Stout Whiskey got loose coming off 4. He's actually going through the grass. He's really slow in the trioval right now. He's lost a ton of time.
As we're going to pick up the
42 of More Smoke's taking a look to the inside of the 9 car. He's going to be able to complete that pass with the 1 car Sweeter right behind him.
Yeah, More Smoke
and
trying to work his way.
43 of Jose 720 with the 11.
Yeah, these guys are trying to make their way up through the pack. I see a car spinning back there in turn 4. I don't know if that's going to bring a caution out, but he was up against the wall. Looks like a single car. This should remain green.
Yep, we're still green off of Moore's feed right now. So I'm going to go back through the field a little bit too and see what more I can find. Looks like the lead pack is still all single file. You got the 38 and the 18, followed by the 10, the 20, and the 21.
As we got a fan out there for God Power saying, "Go God Power!" God Power here in the front pack. He's currently sitting 5th place. It looked like.
Yep.
Yep, there's that 21. As he's going to slap the wall coming out of turn 2. Got wicked tight, and that's going to kill his run. He should lose that draft.
Yeah, I think he's going to definitely fall back a little bit. So you got the front 2 that are drafting. You got the third and 4th. Right now they're going to run side by side. The 20 is going to be able to take that position from the 10 of Sterlo after it looks like he got a little loose. That's actually going to allow the 21 of God Power to grab his draft and pull themselves right back up to the 20.
Yeah, as they're going to try and chase down that 38 and 18 because they have stretched that lead out just a bit as there's them up there in turns 3 and 4. And there goes Stout Whiskey coming out for his green flag pit stop.
Yeah, they're definitely walking away, but don't look too far. Past God Power, the next 6 cars are all nose to tail. They're going to have their position here pretty quick. I'd say maybe in 4 laps, 5 laps.
Especially with the top 5 being so spread out as it is. And this 38 car looks strong because that 18 of Rowdy is just not able to get to his bumper. He's hovering just around about 1 car length. He closed it there just a bit. That's a good run out of turn 4 for the 18.
Yeah, the 18, he's hunting him. You know, I picked Rowdy to win this race. I knew he'd have to be strong. He wants to lock himself into next week, just like a More Smoke is.
Yeah, and he got another good run there.
We got the 2 car and the 12 that made contact. They're both around on the backstretch. It doesn't look like caution's out as of yet. It looks like we're going to stay green. The 48's down on the apron as well.
That's a tough break because that's 2 playoff cars, the 12 and the 2. Or was it 48?
Yeah, I'm not sure if the 48 somehow...
Oh, the 2 is stuck. He is stuck on the apron.
Oh, bad breaks for Stout. Bad break. He really needs a caution right now.
Oh, he's going. I don't know what just happened. That was weird.
Was it lag?
I don't know, but looks like he's coming out of pit road.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there, but whew, that was a little weird.
Yeah, definitely. Either way, it's going to be a bad break for him, the 12 and the 48. All right, keep going through the pack here.
And the second pack you're talking about separated here just a bit. You got this top 3 in the second pack of More Smoke, Jose, and the 11 at CGMX Rose, but about 2 to 3 car lengths behind these guys is the 9, the 47, and the 1 is Sweeter. So these guys need to get hooked back up. They want a chance because it looks like that 2 or that 21, that 10, and the... Who is that? Who's in that other car? The 20 of Ingalls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
20,
they're
yeah.
about to get linked up. They get linked up. That's going to make it that much harder for that 3 to catch up.
Yeah, so you got the like you were just saying, that 3-pack, and then you got the 11, the 43, and the what is that? The 42 of a more smoke back there. And it looks like the 2-car. Is he sitting on pit road, or is he actually in for service? It looks like the 2-car is parked. That might be the end of the night for the 2, and it could also be the end of his chase hopes.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Stout Whiskey, man. He was really turning it on as of late here in NNR. He was one of my dark horses to make the Final 4. So again, tough break for him. And like you just said, if that is what it is, his chances are definitely over. As it looks like there's about to be a battle for 3rd place, as Serlo was looking just a little low, but top 2, Pete, have definitely pulled away. Well over a 10-car length lead.
Yeah, the top 2, the Aviator and the 18 of Rowdy, they've pulled away from the 20, the 10, and the 21 by, they're going into 1 and 2 while they're just now coming out of the tri-oval. Yeah, they've got a really big gap, really healthy gap. They don't want to see a caution anytime soon.
No, sir, as that 21 of God Power is going to catch the wall yet again, coming out of turn 2, as he's going to come down for his green flag pit stop.
Yeah, he figures if I'm right here, might as well. Probably his window might have just opened up. No sense in losing any more time with any kind of damage he may have.
If we get a lap count, that'd be great.
Sure, yeah, I haven't.
Oh, 21 of God Power is... I don't know what happened, but he's like doing donuts trying to get down on pit road. Something must have happened with the AI, and that's going to cost him a ton of time. I think he missed pit road. Yeah, he missed it.
Bad breaks for the 21. And as soon as more cycles through, I'll get us a lap count.
Yeah, that 21 of God Power missed pit road, so he is going to lose a ton of time. And that's a tough break for him because he was running strong inside that top 5.
Looks like they've got 98 to go, HD.
98?
They're at 69 Lord. And 167. Yep.
We're only halfway through.
42 of them more smokes going into the pits. Last time he pitted under green, he ended up getting that black flag. He's definitely going to want to make sure he checks up enough this time. He doesn't grab that cone, grab the black flag. See the 9 string is right behind him.
And it looks like
he got it woed up this time.
Yeah, 11 CGMX Rose is going to remain out there. 43 of Jose 720. As coming down the backstretch, Jose is going to pit this time. That 11 is going to go one more.
Yep, the 11's going to go one more. And I was just on that 12 car in Knights. It looks like he's got a lot of front end damage after that contact between him, the 2 and the 48, if the 48 was involved in that. But the 11 CGMX Rose is going to come by just as the 20 and the 10 are leaving the pits. So he was with these guys before, and I'm guessing he's going to be making his way down pit road here pretty soon.
I think the 11 already pit. He's going again.
Okay. Then he had a great stop. That would be a perfect example of making up a ton of time on pit road because he was with that 3-pack earlier. And I'll work to get us a running order as soon as I can.
So looking at the playoffs, though, Stout's looking like he's going to be out. Looks like the 12 and Knights is going to have a ton of ground to make up in that last race. Looks like it's going to be a must-win. Unless these guys win at ISM, that's what they're going to need. But it's really going to come down to a battle for that 4th spot.
Yeah. I mean, More Smoke, he's locked in. Right now, the way that it's looking between the 38 and the 18, they're going to try to settle it amongst themselves. But, yeah, that 4th place car, man, there's a few that it really could be.
Where is that? Oh, he's just now coming off pit road. And there goes that 18 of Rowdy on the outside of him. So Rowdy should regain the race lead, and not only that, he should have a huge lead.
Yeah, again, making up all kinds of time on that very, very slick apron. He knew how to navigate it and made up a bunch of time, and it's paying off for him.
Yep, there goes CGMX Rose coming out of pit road. As these guys are very, very spread out inside this top 5.
Yeah, very spread out. In fact, right now, waiting on Amour's feed to click through as, you know, he's making his way down or past the cars that are coming out of the pits. Moore just moved his way into 6th in front of him. He's got the Aviator in 4th, which the Aviator was just leading him in the 18. So that just goes to show how much time the Aviator lost. Jose 720's worked his way up to 5th. Smitty is in 7th, and CGMX Rose right now is in 8th place.
I'm going to assume people haven't pit yet. The Aviator's 4th. Yeah. Rowdy, I think he's going to fall out to 2nd place as that 37 of Pro Viper is actually going to hit the wall just in front of the 18 of Rowdy coming out of turn 4. Luckily, he's not going to make contact with him. 18, smooth sailing, clean track in front of him now.
Yeah, that was pretty close. As soon as I hit the button, and you know, to move to the next camera, that's where it went, and I saw the same thing just as you were describing it. So yeah, lucky break. As now it looks like I'm guessing the 18 of Rowdy is going to assume the lead, and if that's the case, he might have just put the 12 car in Knights a lap down. I'm going to switch streams here, see if I can get a back half of the field running order for us.
It's very possible. You know, the only thing that's going to help the Aviator here is he's got cars to try and work with. You know, try and get that extra draft to get back up to the 18 of Rowdy. He's got the 12 of Knights just in front of him. You know, Knights is not that slow. Looks like he's had some bad luck because his front end is just all smashed in, and you called his wreck earlier on. So hopefully the 12 of Knights doesn't have too much damage. That can help the 38. They can catch up to the 18 of Rowdy.
Yeah. Right now, 12th through 16th is Coey in 12th. Knights is in 13th. Carroll's in 14th. Pro Viper's in 15th. And God Power, right now, he's back in 16th place. So I'm guessing he either had to fix a whole lot of damage, was cost a lot of time. Oh, that's right. Yep, you called it earlier. He missed pit road, or I was going to say maybe he got a black flag, but bad break for the 21.
I think it was a bit of a damage and a bit of a missing pit road. Luckily, the 21's got a little bit of a cushion in points, but don't want to be finishing 16th.
Yeah, no, not when you have an extremely technical track that we go to next week at ISM. So I'm going to work my way back through again, see if I can't pick up on where our leaders are. Switch back to Amour's feed here. Amour is in 4th. Jose 720 is in 3rd. Aviator's back to 2nd. So, yep, that's going to put the 18 of Rowdy back up front. Our shared pick.
Yeah, Rowdy's actually going to put that 24 of Kobe a lap down, it looks like, and that's going to kill the 12 of Knights because now he's not in that lucky dog position.
No, he's not, and he really needed to be there. Now, you know, Kobe may say, you know what, go ahead and take it, but I don't know. These guys are still really competitive.
Oh, no, I mean, you want to win. At the end of the day,
you
want to get the win, man.
Absolutely. That's one thing about Texas, you know, Chicago, Vegas, and all these other places. If you have a car that's maybe not quite as fast as the leader or you know, a top car, if you get into their draft, you can definitely hold on. You know, we just saw the 18 of Rowdy get by the 24. Now the 24 is sticking right with him. He's not really going anywhere.
That's going to help the 24 because the 38's all by himself.
Yep, 38's all by himself. So right now, it's also helping the 18 because the 18's got a little bit of a push from the back.
Go ahead, cycle around here.
None of that now. None of that.
Hey, man, we're all spread out.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. All right, let's see what we can find. 11 at CGMX Rose and the 47 at Fort Smitty, your nose to tail. Still working my way through.
Tell you what, Aviator's definitely holding strong. He's not losing a ton of ground just yet to those two.
No, he's not. I was actually just on him right now as well. And he's got a great arc getting into the corner. He's holding the bottom line. He's allowing the car to wash up towards the wall. So he's not scrubbing off too much, speed to where he's got the wheels, turned all the time. So yeah, he's doing everything he can to try to run as many qualifying laps as he can to catch back up to the 18 of Rowdy, or maybe get a little bit of a sniff of that draft off the 24 to pull himself back up. But definitely showing he's got a strong car. Yeah, we are definitely very spread out right now. As I see the 9-car string, the 20 of Ingalls, and the 6-car Heated Snowman. Haven't really talked about Heated all that much. He's one of those kind of under the radar kind of guys.
A car that was doing mighty fine early on was that 9-car string. And he's just pretty much found himself in no man's land. He's all by himself. He's got the 20 of Ingalls just behind him. And there is that 6 of Heated you were just talking about. But just caught up in no man's land right now. I think he's going to need a caution. And some of these guys are definitely going to need a caution. One car is going to need a caution. Is that 21 of God Power sitting back there in 16th place.
Yeah, he's got a hope. But with how spread apart these guys are, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. But, hey, stranger things have happened.
Really, if this thing was to end right now, God Power would be the one knocked out. Senior Rex Rose would squeak all the way up to P4. There's only 2 points. There's only 2 points that separate these guys.
Where would the 2-car be?
He's going to be last. He's already in last.
Okay. So, yeah, those bubble drivers. Let's see. Actually looks like the 11. I'm sorry, not the 11. They just caught back up to that 9-car. The 20. There we go. The 20 of Ingalls and the 6-car Heated. The 9-car was kind of pulling away from those guys a little bit, but 20 has been able to grab a hold of the 9-car's draft, pull his way back up. He's actually going to go to look to the inside of the 9. And 6-car is going to stay with the 9. Now he's going to duck back down, give the 20-car a little bit of a push, and the 9 is going to lose 2 positions in 1 turn.
And there goes that 24 Coey. Actually, he's going to try and squeak by Rowdy there, and he's going to make it happen. That's going to allow the 38 Aviator to make up a ton of time, as he is now only 5 car lengths back on the 18.
Yeah, he's 5 car lengths back, but he's definitely got the draft. Coey must have got a hellacious run, either that or the 18 starting to get a little bit tight later in the run here.
Well, he pit well earlier than the 30. I'm going to say about 3 to 4 laps before the Aviator. We're getting ready to come up on the second green flag pit stops of this run coming up here shortly.
Yeah, so you got the 24. That puts him back on the lead lap. That could actually help the 12-car Knights as you see him merging back up into traffic right now. He's going to be working his way to the inside of the 38, as the 38 and the 18 are going to be close to side by side. Oh, that trial, it could be a little sketchy sometimes.
Oh, it can be going side by side through a tri-bowl of Texas, just because the arc's so weird. When you're there, that outside wall coming to that little straightaway in that tri-oval just comes up on you so fast, and if that car on the inside doesn't give you much room, you can very easily slap that thing.
Yeah, now the 38 and the 18, they're pretty much in the same positions they were before, just vice versa. Before is the 38 leading and the 18 on his bumper. Now the 18 is leading with the 38 right there. So if the 24 can stay in that spot, he'd get he'd be the last car on the lead lap.
And there goes that 38 Aviator though, diving down low into turn 3. He's gonna make a power move on the 18 of Rowdy. Rowdy back to P2. A little contact there between the 12 and the 18 as well.
Yeah, a little bit of contact again going through the tri-oval, where we were just saying it's really sketchy going side by side. Now the 12 car Knights, he's in the chase too. He's not going to just move over for the 18. The 18's got a bunch of points on the 12. He can't afford to give him another position.
Not at all. 12 out here fighting for his life, as it looks like possibly another retirement to Tennis Sturlo.
I didn't see what happened with him, but it looks like the 42 of More Smoke, he's going to work his way towards pit road right now. He's going to go ahead and roll it up, and it looks like he was able to make the line in time, and he's going to be he'll be pulling back out in about 15 seconds.
And there goes that 12 car Knights you were just talking about. He's going to squeak by that 38 of the Aviator to regain one of his laps, but the car that's following fast is going to be the 18 O'Rowdy. As you can see now, he's got over a 5 car length distance between him and that 38, as Rowdy should be coming down for his second green flag pit stop of the night. As he's getting low, here he comes. He's got the 43 of Jose in front of him. Let's see how much time Rowdy can make up after this.
Rowdy on new tires, he's going to feel like Superman. And it looks like that position between the 12 car and the 24 is kind of heating up. The 12, he's been looking inside the 24 a couple times with the 38, the Aviator right behind these guys. I'm sure he's really hoping that whatever happens is all clean. He's got a good car. He doesn't need any damage.
Yes, sir, indeed. And he's actually going to go low this time through turns 3 and 4. Coey, I think, is just going to let him go. He's already outside of the chase. Really out here racing just for pride at the moment, and that's the 12 and Knight's going to make up another position.
Yep, 12 is going to he'd be right back on the lead lap, depending on where the 18 comes out. And
they're going to go 3 wide here down the backstretch. Almost 3 wide. I think 43 thought better of it. Jose thought better of it.
Yeah.
He had a hellacious run coming out of turn 2 and just checked out of it. 38's racing for something. Jose's already knocked out as well, and that's one of my biggest surprises, is hit on that just a bit. Jose 720 not making it to the contender round, or whatever round this is called.
No, he didn't make it through, and he was really surprised too. And it all came through, all due to a gas mileage issue at Talladega.
Yep, and there goes that 38 coming down for his pit stop. That might have slowed him up just a bit, because he was caught on the outside of the 24. Probably hit his brakes a little sooner than he wanted to. Now this is where the position's going to change. Rowdy should regain the lead, have well over a 10 car length lead. That 38's going to have to chase him down yet again.
Yeah, he's going to have to run him down all over again, but as of right now, it doesn't look like the 18 is going to have any drafting help. So if the 38 runs him down, and it's going to be, as the old saying goes, mano y mano. It's whoever has the faster car. But either way, it's going to be a ton of time.
Shout out to my sister in the chat.
Let's see here. Yeah, shout out. I saw where she had posted a picture on Twitter yesterday. I guess your niece and nephew or a couple kids with HD Motorsports T-shirts on. Speaking of which, congrats to you and the Bear 95 making your way onto the next round in the Pro League chase.
Yep. As we're talking about that, though, the 11 at CGMX Rose gets into the back of Carroll trying to get on the pit road. Heavy front end damage on the 11 now.
Yep, I see him squeaking through as the 9 of string goes flying by.
That's a tough break for Rose, but yeah, no, she's really crafty with the search. Maybe needs to work on her cooking a bit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We have Thanksgiving coming up.
I know, and I'm gonna be eating dog food.
Yeah, busy. Pit road has become a really busy place here. HD, a lot of cars getting their service right now.
Yeah, this 18 of Rowdy, I don't even see the 38 of Aviator.
Aviator right now is sitting P6, 2 spots behind a More Smoke.
Where's he at on track?
More Smoke is in the trioval, so I'm guessing Aviator's probably coming through 3 and 4.
Rowdy's got about over a half a track length lead.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe
he might have got speed. I'm gonna assume speed. And there's someone down on the infield there. That's a 20 at Ingalls, sitting in the middle of the grass trying to cut that thing, looking like Dan the Lawn Man.
Dan the Lawn Man.
I haven't said that name in a while.
Yeah, definitely haven't heard that name in a long time, at least probably since Michigan or so. But yeah, he's just sitting there. No, he's actually back moving again. He's going through 3 and 4 right now, making his way out of the pits.
That's a tough break for him.
Definitely missed.
He was up there in the top 5 as well.
Yeah, he was up there with God Power and you know, the other front runners. I'm guessing the 20 just completely missed the pits because he's trying again right now. But he's going to lose even more time because he didn't go up on the track. He actually stayed on the apron all the way around Texas Motor Speedway.
You're talking about my teammate the Bear. That's who's calling me.
Well, tell him I said congratulations.
I'm going to tell him that later, because homeboy's in the middle of the stream.
Yep. All right. Let's see, getting back up through the field here. Looks like the 24 of Coey's on pit road, the 20 of Ingall's on pit road. I know the 2 and the 10, they were both failures, unfortunately.
Interesting to see what, I was just about to talk to TJ Maxx Rose as he got into the back of Carroll, see what kind of damage that caused. I mean, he's just outside of the 38, and 38's up there, going through the tribal, entering turn 1. He's got a little bit of draft help in front of him with the Pro Viper, but he's going to watch him as he comes through turns 1 and 2. He's going to exit, get a little loose there, coming out of 2. So that damage might be affecting him just a bit.
Yeah, he's thinking about ducking under the 37. I'd almost say stay behind the 37, but now that I take a better look at it, looks like the 37's hood is kind of buckled up a little bit too. It almost looks like they might have about the same amount of damage. Still going through. I think we had, 17 cars on track, or 16 cars on track. So with 2 out, we're down to 14. As you see, the 20 of Ingall's and the 6 of Heated Snowman making their way underneath the 48 of Carroll.
Man, that 20 Ingall's has got heavy front end damage on the front of that car. Looks like a little bit of a modified out here. Even that right rear quarter panel did it in just a bit. I think the damage model is pretty cool here in Heat 3.
Yeah, it really is. I haven't really tested the damage model out much on Heat 4 as of yet. But I tell you what, everything else that I've seen out of it so far has really impressed me. I'm glad to see that the ping pong effect is gone.
Oh yeah, you can bounce off doors just a little bit, get a little rougher down there in the middle of the corners. Yep. I think short track racing with them is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, and I would definitely encourage you, if you haven't already, take a ride on over to the Bristol Night Race on Heat 4. That track looks amazing. Amazing. A ton of work on the graphics in the new game. Still working my way through. While the 11 of CJ Maxx Rose was kind of trailing the 37 of Pro Viper before, he's actually been able to get a little bit of a gap on him, and he's pulling up to Fort Smitty's draft now, going through 3 and 4.
Yeah, but the one car pulling from him, though, is the car that matters, and that's the 38 Aviator, as that length between these two is definitely increasing. The Aviator's all by himself.
Yeah, Aviator's all by himself. I'm going to try to get us a running order as soon as, and also a lap count, as soon as the Moore goes back through. All right, More Smoke has actually worked his way back up to P2 with everybody else that's had issues. So right now it's Rowdy. He's got 8.5 seconds over the 42. Then behind the more, you got Jose 720 in the 43. You got the Aviator in the 38, and Smitty right now running in P5. Good running for that 47.
We get a bit of a lap count.
Yep, lap count.
A-Duck's out there in chat.
A-Ducks. Hopefully we'll see you with the next season, Dukes. Ducks.
Nah, it's Ducks.
Ducks.
I'm still mad at him.
Moore's coming across the start-finish line right now, and we have 55 to go.
55 smackaroos. You know what that means?
No.
I don't know either. It was a kind of you fill the blank in question, but way to go.
I was thinking Michael Waltrip, but yeah, I don't know.
I didn't even know Michael Waltrip drove the 55.
Yeah, didn't he run the 55?
You're asking me. I really just started getting into NASCAR. I had to ask what team Dale Earnhardt
the old
drove
Aaron's
for.
machine. Let's see, going through still. 43 of Jose 720 is actually putting a little bit of heat on the 42 of Amore Smoke. Amore's got a little bit of a draft off that one car, but Jose wants by. He needs some redemption.
Don't get mad, get glad. My sister said she's going to stab me. Nice.
You're going to show up for Thanksgiving dinner, and you might just be the dinner. Let's see. Yeah, these guys are really spread out.
As Rowdy's going to be able to get by Carroll there in a 48.
Just looking for him. There he is. Yep, got by the 48, and he's actually tracking down that 9-car string that was really fast earlier. I don't recall any time in the past where I saw him, getting any, kind of damage. Maybe he's just made an adjustment the wrong way, or there could just be that the 18's that fast right now.
If this thing goes green to the end, barring any mess ups from him getting on the pit road, speeding penalties, or whatever it may be, he's got this thing in the bag.
Oh yeah, he absolutely does. Although I tell you what, if there was to be a caution or something right now, what was it? I said there was 55 to go before. He just came across 50 to go, and Amore Smoke is at the same exact time gap that he was back from the 18 earlier. So he's running speeds that are right there with the 18. So that could be a pretty good battle, as looks like the 42 of Amore Smoke. He's going to take it down pit road.
Man, we were all so spread out.
Yeah, we are.
All the chase drivers are like just by themselves.
Yeah, and I mean, as bad as that sounds, because there's not really much going on the track. It's good for them because they can run their race, and if anything happens, it's completely on them. They won't have anyone else to blame, but they can run their line and find the way around the track that best suits their car.
How many other racing leagues out there that people are knocked out, they're still out here racing? There's 18 people out on track tonight. I mean, that's crazy, A lot of these guys are out of here, but they're just out here for the fun. Love of the game, love of NNR, man. Just really is a brotherhood.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you guys meet up at tracks. You guys just, met at Bristol?
Yeah. I wasn't able to make it to Bristol, but there was a whole group of us that went to Atlanta in the beginning of the year. There's a bunch that went to Bristol. There's a bunch that went to Martinsville. There's a bunch that are talking about going to the Martinsville night race next year, as well as the Pocono weekend. So, we talk about doing this all the time. We play a lot of golf together.
Let's not talk about golf.
Yep. I mean, yeah. we spend a lot of time away from the track as well. You know, the first person I ever met in person was Knights at the Coke 600, like what, 3 or 4 years ago. So yeah, we do a lot together.
I met you first down in Charlotte, right? Pretty sure, because you came to the shop.
Sir. Yep, came to the shop.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Oh, it was a great time.
Let's see, 18 of Rowdy's pulling out of his pit stop right now, and just as he was pulling out, the 38 of the Aviator was pulling in. So
the Aviator's on Rowdy's pit stop strategy right now, trying to make up some time on everybody else after his little speeding penalty we're going to assume he had, because he lost a ton of time.
Yeah, so he could actually be what, 3/4 of a track.
Yeah, I think he's 3/4. Like when you said it earlier, I'm pretty sure Rowdy's about 3/4 of a track ahead of the Aviator, and he's, like you said, 8 seconds ahead of More Smoke.
Yeah. Yep, and Amore was in second. So green flag pit stops are well underway. 18 will more than likely it'll all circle back around him unless somebody was able to make it a whole bunch of time on that apron going around the going to the pits, or making up a whole lot of time coming out. But you can't push it too much. As soon as you try to get too comfortable with it, around you go, and then you're done.
Yes, sir. There goes the 11 of CGMX Rose. He's coming out of his pit stop.
Yep, he's going to come out just as the 6-car heated snowman goes by. Let's take a look.
Oh, we have about 40 laps to go. Was that the last green flag pit stop? We'll probably got one more.
I think we'll have to have one more. I'll be able to get us a lap count here. Amore is coming out of 3 and 4 right now. I'm going to guess probably somewhere about 45. 43, I was close.
I said 40, you said 45, it's in the middle. You went over, the price is wrong, I win.
We're going to do that again, huh?
I win, price is over. We're going to price is right this thing. Your price is wrong,
happy. Pete. Now happy, find your happy place.
See, but I think I have one more stop to go. I think they're getting about, what, 27, 28 laps?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. So one more stop for everybody. Now, in the beginning of the race, Carroll pulled a strategy, but I think he's too far back. He's given up too much time. Right now, More Smoke is in 5th. CJMX Rose in 7th. Jose 720 is in 6th. Rowdy's in 4th right now. Coey is yet to he's yet to pit. So Coey might be sitting pretty if he's able to run a few more laps past everybody else. I don't know if it'll come down to that, though. There might be too many laps left. God Power is all by himself. 9's all by himself. 12-car Knights is all by himself.
Everyone is by themselves.
Everybody's by themselves.
Welcome to NNR qualifying effort at Texas Motor Speedway. We are your hosts, HD and Pete. Please enjoy your stay.
Didn't I wreck you in Texas?
Oh my God, Dohar's in here.
What?
Dohar.
No.
Special guest.
Pretend like it's 09 and boot him.
Why are you not out there on the track?
I didn't want to make the transition over because we've been running Heat 4 so much. I didn't want to be a wiggle wagon.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't want to affect the outcome of the playoffs too in a negative way because I wasn't going to feel comfortable out there. I don't want to do any influence.
Come on, Rowdy's going to win. Get in there and wreck him.
All right, get me out there, Coach. I'll do it.
Let's see.
We're probably going to put the cover on her until the 2020 season, guys, but I'm looking forward to the 2020 season. It'll be really awesome.
Awesome, great. So Sean Heat 4.
I'm not sure if you know or not, but every now and then we talk about NNR rules, and I hate to be that guy, but you have to actually continuously run throughout the postseason in order to be able to run in the following season. I know Coey will probably point that out if he hadn't already, but
you're fired.
Check in with him. You're fired. Were you on a team already for next year? Was anybody reaching out to you?
I have no idea. I'm a free agent.
You don't know?
He's an AKA guy. They don't want him.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe you and Rowdy can get on a team. You, Rowdy, Rose, and a more smoke.
That'd be a dream team, actually. We'd all be wrecking each other so much.
see the one car is Sweeter Feet. He's making his way down pit road right now. And still circling through. Yeah, each of these guys are extremely spread out. 48 of Carroll's going into pits and 20 of Ingall's. I'm sorry, coming out of the pits, right with the 20 of Ingall's right behind him. Not much else going on. A little bit of a battle between the 43 of Jose 720 and the 21 of God Power. They're side by side through the tri-oval with the 11 of CGMX Rose right in front of them.
Someone side by side?
Side by side!
Man, there's actually a little bit of battle going on between that 21 of God Power and the 38 of the Aviator. As the Aviator's going to look low here. Down the backstretch, they're going to split with the 1 of Sweeter, who was going awfully slow, coming off of pit road. There goes that 38 machine. Pulling a little bit of power move down there in turns 3 and 4. Have to say that. Haven't said that really all night because it's been one hell of a boring race, I have to admit.
Yeah, and the 38's actually going to make his way up 2, and he's going to pass the 11 going into 1 and 2. He's going to pull the 21 of God Power right along with him. And like you just said, the 1 car is Sweeter Feet. He just came out of the pits, so he's going to have some fresh tires. He might actually be a player in this trio right now.
Hey, anything. Do something. Poking him with the stick out here, and there goes that 1 car.
How's Carroll doing? How's our fan favorite Carroll doing?
Carroll actually, I think he tried an early pit stop strategy, but he ended up getting into a wreck or helping, or I'm not sure if he caused it or what, but between the 2 and the 12, so he's a little bit too far back for any kind of strategy he might have been trying to work for it to actually come to fruition. But yeah, he's back in, I think, 14th right now. Tell you what though, Carroll was looking really strong on Heat 4. They ran a whole bunch of practice races at Iowa and Dega and Bristol and a few others, and he led everything. So I'm gonna say Carroll's gonna be really strong and a bit more relevant than he. I'm sorry to put it that way, but a bit more relevant than he has been this year. I think he's gonna be really strong next year.
Man, there goes Carroll actually looking on the outside of CGMX Rose, coming through turns at 1 and 2, and he's going to pull a power move on the young gun. CGMX Rose on the outside, able to squeak by him.
And this would have been right around the time where he would have gone in for his last pit stop. As the more smoke goes through the tri-oval, I'll go ahead and get us a lap count. And it looks like we're sitting at 30 to go, 30 even. So a few of these guys will go maybe 5 or 6 more laps, and then they'll all pit for their final time.
Well, said it earlier. Barring any mistakes from that 18, he's got this thing in the bag.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody's got anything for him right now, so...
or cautions. Throw some debris out there.
Yeah, the 6-car Heated Snowman was really given a little bit of a challenge to the 11 and CGMX Rose. Was trying to get underneath him coming off of 3 and 4, and it was a little loose. He almost washed up into the 6.
There they go yet again.
To his bumper.
Yeah, they got into it again, coming out of turn 2, down the backstretch. Rose is actually to come down for his green flag pit stop, final one of the night.
Yep, it should be, like you just said, his final one of the night, barring any cautions. Looks like the 43 of Jose 720 is also on the pit road entrance right in front of the 11. That 6-car Heated Snowman is wicked loose.
Where do they race this weekend?
Next week they're at ISM.
Are they off this week? No, I'm talking about real life. No, they race ISM
Oh, they're at Vegas.
Who's that?
Where are they at in real life? Vegas?
Vegas. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah.
It's a night race this year.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of the burnout competition earlier. That was pretty good.
Pete, put my engine in the car. We're going out on track.
I'd love it. I'd love it. Go hard into the wall as he collects the 18 of Rowdy.
I blew it right
Oh,
front.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I blew it right front getting onto pit road.
Oh,
Someone cut my
yeah,
tire.
bad luck. Very bad luck.
I figured I wrecked HD at Texas. I might as well wreck Rowdy too.
Was it Texas?
It was Texas. Remember, we fought in a parking lot over it. It's on video.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm actually looking forward to making my way down to Charlotte when y'all run your championship race.
Oh, are you gonna be there?
Everybody again? Yeah, I'm gonna. do
You're
my
not
best
far,
there.
right?
No, I'm only like 2 hours.
They're supposed to be doing some fan viewing for it, so that'll be awesome. Hopefully, a lot of the NNR guys will pop out again. It was awesome to meet guys like Aviator, Moore, Carroll, obviously, String, having him out there, like, and you, Pete. Like, that was so cool to get to meet everybody.
Yeah.
Kind of really adds to the experience of what NNR is about.
Yeah, HD and I were actually just talking about that, how we go to tracks together and do a lot of different things. We've all ran with each other for years. I mean, I've known Kamal since 2009, right along there with Silent, and I've known Knights for quite a few years now as well. Yeah, it's like HD said it best earlier. It's kind of like a brotherhood.
A fraternity, if you will.
A fraternity.
You
of
guys are a
brothers.
frat.
Where's the party?
So if you want to rush NNR this fall.
Let's see. Okay.
You want to rush NNR, you got to lap Carroll 2 times. Sorry, Carroll. Sorry, Carroll. I love you.
We don't haze new people. We just haze Carroll.
I like Carroll, man. He's a good guy.
10 laps.
That was so mean.
Yeah.
But that was kind of
I'm back up with Rowdy here, and he's got 0 competition. The only thing is, he's actually sitting in 5th place right now. Moore's back in 7th, so there are a few people that are
pit. I'm assuming they haven't pit
yeah,
yet.
that have not pit yet.
They're playing
And,
the caution game. They're begging for one of these cautions to pop out.
Yep, that's what they're. That's got to be what they're hoping for.
It's too spread out,
Moore's
though.
coming through 3 and 4 right now, so I'll get us a lap count. 22 to go.
You know what that means?
It's
gonna be 21 next.
Huh?
It's going to be 21 to go next.
Yeah, there'll be 21 to go next, and we just passed 23 to go. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I figure I'll do something productive, so I'll just watch a more stream and tell you lap counts every like 3 or 4 laps.
That's exactly what I'm watching as well. So yeah, I get you. Let's see. Keep going through here.
I got a little battle here. Don't know what for, but between a 38.9, 43, Jose 720 down the backstretch. They're actually side by side entering turn 3. That's going to be the 43, the 9 of string. Jose going to be able to squeak by down low and clear him out of turn 4.
Slide job! Slide job!
That'd be a battle for 7th place, HD.
Yep.
Look
That
at
was
that.
a battle for 7th. As you see,
Johar is good for something.
Well, I heard
Is
he.
Coey on the same pit strategy as these guys? He's running 5th, and he's not losing any time to Moore.
He's still got to pit.
I don't.
I think he's got to
Yeah, I think he's still got a pit. But Amore, man, it's going to be close. I think Amore's going to have to pit one more time too.
Smitty's on pit road. They just passed him in.
With 22 to go, 20 now, I think Amore's going to have to pit again.
What's he got in fuel?
I'll let you know when he hits his light.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
well,
he
when
hasn't
hits that
switched his menu up for a little bit yet. That battle between the 43 and the 9 is still ongoing. They're both still side by side.
Yeah, 43 back down low, not on the outside of him, but Jose with that preferred line. Entering turn 1, should clear him at a 2. There he goes. 9 actually going to hold pretty strong out there.
Yeah, 9's making that high side really work for him, and he's getting a great run down the backstretch, going back down into 3 and 4. He's kind of keeping him. He's kind of keeping him pinched down, but not really. And now he's going to actually just slide in right behind him. Figure it's quicker just to push him to back up towards the car in front rather than race side by side.
Yeah, Jose had a good entry into turn 3. Had nothing but to do, really, but to get behind him. Give him a little bump there. Coming out of turn 2, down a backstretch. See if he's going to try and pull a little dive bomb. Down into turn 3, not working that time by. Jose defending pretty well.
Yeah, Jose's defending, and I'm wondering if String isn't just a little upset with the 43 right now, that he ran him so hard side by side for 3 laps, which cost them quite a bit of time to the car in front. But hey, position's position, you know.
It shouldn't be too bad. They're out of the playoffs.
Yeah, out of the playoffs,
They'll be
but
all right. They'll be all right.
Everybody wants to finish 5th if you're out of them.
Looks like Rowdy just passed Heated Snowman for second place.
Yep. So there is definitely a different fuel strategy going on among the top 4 or 5. The people that were in front of Rowdy.
7:14 to go.
Man, just like that, 14 to go.
I'm thinking that any lap now, the fuel light for the 42 is going to come up, and he's going to have to give up that position. And the cars that are pitting now are going to have the advantage coming out. And I hate to say it, I don't know who they are.
Zane, we need the tool.
We're going to have special guests in the booth.
Switched to fuel screen yet, so I don't think he's concerned about it.
I'll tell you what, everybody at Zane the Bearded One, we need the tool.
Yep, I said something to him the other night. Actually, I think it was during your test run between you and Tedeschi on Heat 4 the other day, Dohar.
Oh, and 37 just wrecked hard in turn 1.
37 just wrecked hard right in front of the 42. It doesn't look like it's going to bring out the caution, no. Single car, kept it low, and yeah, we're staying green. But Zane checked into your stream the other day, Dohar, and I told him that we needed a running order tool, and I got the generic taking notes. You know, we'll pass it on. So
always need it.
Yeah. Same old. Answer never changed. But I can't really say that either, because they've made a lot of improvements off of player suggestions.
You look where they started in Evolution.
Yeah.
To where they are today. Huge.
Yep.
Huge strides. Even in the spectator mode. I mean, I know it's not big fixes, but some subtle fixes that probably make it easier for you guys to broadcast. It'll just make it for an easier viewer experience.
Yeah, I did notice, and I mentioned it to HD earlier, in spectator mode on Heat 4, on the bottom left, it actually shows you which car you're on and you know who the person is. So that'll help out quite a bit.
And I'll put that to the
third
test.
place.
Yeah, they're a very big battle for 3rd place right now.
That's between the 42, I'm going to assume, and the 24 Kelly.
Yep,
Yeah.
42 and 24. And right now, the one car is Sweeter's actually in the lead with Rowdy in 2nd place. And Sweeter's got 5 seconds on Rowdy right now.
Yeah, here comes that 24 Kelly actually coming down for his pit stop. He's going to smack that inside wall there down on the apron. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing that one car come down here very shortly at that 24 spitting.
9 to go.
Yep, 9 to go. Amour's fuel light hasn't come on yet. And as I'm watching his tack, it doesn't really look like he's trying to save fuel going through the corners. So either he knows he's good, or he's still trying to run as fast as he can because he knows he's going to have to pit and take at least half a can. So it'll be interesting to see how the last 5 or so laps play out.
Aviator's catching him too. Aviator ran him down from 2.2 back to 1.7 in a couple laps. So interesting to see if he can catch him as well.
Aviator's been really, really fast tonight. Him and Rowdy were nose to tail for multiple laps. So now for him to be catching them more, he might be on, a few lap fresher tires also. So we'll see. Or Amore's just fallen off that much in the later stages of the run. Sweeter pulled down pit road. That gave the lead back to Rowdy. Amore Smoke in P2, Aviator P3, 1.5 behind Amore. Jose 720 in 4th, and CGMX Rose in 5th. So again, HD, 4 of those 5 are the ones that we've been saying will make it to the top 4.
Yeah, and I think the biggest loser, though, is going to be that 21 of God Power, who was sitting in 16th place earlier on, I think a lap down, and there's been no caution since, so there's probably a good chance he is still down there in the 16th place, and that's going to knock him out to 5th place. CGMX Rose up to 4th in the playoff standings.
Yeah, the points are going to be even tighter as we head to ISM next week. Oh, Phoenix. Hooked on phonics.
I'm hooked on something.
Don't say that too loud.
Yeah, my bad. I'm hooked on Italian ice.
There you go. So you're hooked on Rita, huh? Yep. Let's see. 48 of Carroll and a 6-car heated snowman are side by side with the 47 of Fort Smitty right behind those two. That looks like it's about one of the only real battles on the track on right now, as the 6-car actually gave a little bit of a door to the 48, made the 48 pull down low, but he was able to save it, and they're still side by side going through 3 and 4 with the 47 of Fort Smitty right in tow.
As they go down into turn 1 here, that 48 of Carroll down low, 6 on the outside, 40 Smitty looking below Carroll, possible 3-wide situation coming down the back stretch. 47 thought better of it. He's going to stick with the 6. A heated snowman on the outside trying to push by that 48.
Yeah, he's going to try, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. See how much of a run the 47 gets coming off the high side. 47 and 6 or 48 and 6 are still side by side through the trial, but going into 1. And looks like they've got the 37 of Pro Viper right in front of them, and the 12-car of Knights right behind that pack of 3.
And that 47 on the outside is going to help that 6 of Heated Snowman. Should be able to clear him this time by into turn 3. He's going to dip low, and they're going to go back single file.
Yeah, right back single file. The 6 was able to pull right in front of the 48 of Carroll. No incident there. All single file. Working my way back through the field. There's the 11 of CGMX Rose with 21 of God Power in front of him. No issues there. No challenges. 18 of Rowdy has the 20 of Ingalls right behind him, but that is not for position. So Rowdy is still 8.2 in front of Amore Smoke. Aviator 3rd, Jose 4th, and Rose is 5th. So your top 5 has not changed. Moore is on the back stretch right now, so I'll get us a lap count here in a second. We should
this race is over. Rowdy won it.
That's the checker.
Yep.
Okay. I was a day late and $1 short. Well, whatever.
Hey, $1.25
so
short.
Yeah,
but
top 3: Rowdy, Smoke, and the Aviator.
Whoa!
So that is going to lock the 18 of Rowdy into the championship race at Homestead here in 2 weeks. So one more person is going to have another chance next week at ISM. And it seems like these guys have been winning in turn. So I'm going to call it now, HD. The 11 of CGMX Rose is going to win next week at ISM.
It'd be a good bet, honestly. Can't throw the 38 out of Aviator, and God Power, man, he's very streaky. That 21 is. He's got a couple good races. Got a couple bad races. Today was a bad race. Maybe he's gonna have a good race next race.
Well, I'll tell you what. You mentioned Dukes, A-Dukes and Ducks in the chat earlier. God Power and A-Ducks, they spend a lot of time practicing, so I'm sure that they'll be burning the midnight oil.
I need to tell him to stop practicing with that guy.
Yep.
A-ducks. That's what his problem is. He's out there practicing with the A-ducks.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Dukes, man. Hell of a driver.
Yeah. Dukes, hopefully we'll see you next season.
Yo.
Ain't nobody talking to you. More smoke. All right, who finished third?
Aviator.
Aviator.
Aviator, you got a copy. I'll meet your mic.
Aviator, don't be shy.
It's okay. Pete doesn't bite.
Aviator, you got me?
Going once. Going twice.
You're on me.
I was about to sell you. What's up, buddy?
I use my headset. Whatever.
Hey, man, what? You had a good, strong car early on. You're out there. You were fast. You and Rowdy were actually pulling away from everybody else. Did you end up getting a speeding penalty there?
Yeah, took myself out. Not surprised.
Was it a close call speeding penalty, or was it just flat out like I blew it?
No, it's about a mile an hour.
But you made up a lot of time, especially on that 42 of more smoke. You're actually catching them there towards the end. So you had a good, strong car. Were you hoping for one of those cautions to come out? And if it did, do you think you could have got Rowdy?
Yeah, for sure. I caught about 5 seconds on him since the black flag, and if there's like a good 4 more laps, I could have caught smoke. But it happens. I took myself out this week. I'll be fine at Phoenix, I think. Good points-wise, so we'll see.
All right, folks, you heard it here first. The Aviator said Rowdy's just a slow piece of garbage, and he should have got him. All right, Pete, why don't you go ahead and take second place?
More smoke. You got me, sir.
Yes, sir. Got a call.
More. No stranger to the booth. I was watching your stream the whole race again. Thank you very much for doing that
sir.
weekend. Tell us about your race. It seemed like a couple points you were mired back in traffic, but you seemed to work your way back up. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I got a speeding penalty on the first green flag stop, and and then luckily the caution came out and put me back in it, but it took a really long time to get through traffic, and by the time that happened, Poopy and Aviator were a good 8 seconds. And yeah, definitely Aviator had a better car. So did Poopy. They both had really good cars, but I'm just glad I got back to second because I thought I was done. I was cussing on the radio and I got that penalty. But
Well, better get it out of your system now than 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
There you go. Any shout out, sir?
Shout out to Poopy for winning, man. That's my teammate. So another 1-2 finish. This is the third time in the chase that we finished 1-2. So feels good.
He finished second 3 times.
I have another question, but I'm going to save it for next week. If you're in the booth next week, remind me to ask you. All right, HD, you got our winner.
Rowdy, baby. Jeez, what, no one want to talk to me? Rowdy.
He's talking. I can hear him.
What? Oh. I got unmuted.
Smart man. Very smart man.
Rowdy, my boy. All right, so don't get mad.
Man, before the race.
Yeah, that's bad. It's what, back to back at this track because you won last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, got the sweep.
Got the sweep. Bring out the brooms, everybody. Rowdy out here sweeping up the McDonald's floor, picking up Big Macs. Hey, dude, but don't be mad. I wasn't able to pick you because Pete picked you, and we really couldn't pick a double pick. And I picked Rose, and Rose disappointed me. Dude, but your car was good. So you heard what Aviator said coming out to the end. If a caution would have came out, he'd have got your slow behind. What do you got to say about that?
Maybe. I was definitely taking it easy after we got that speeding penalty the last 50 laps or so. So I was going nowhere near that that apron, and I was going super slow going into pit road, so make sure I didn't get speeding penalty to take myself out of the win.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's definitely a good strategy. It's boring as hell watching this race. I'm gonna admit that, but hey, it's all part of it. Good win by you. You're gonna lock in. It's you and your teammate More Smoke in there. Be interesting to see who gets locked in next week at ISM. Like to throw any shout outs?
Amor for being a teammate all year, the rest of you guys. Cody and all them. Except for Dohar. I'm just joking, Dohar. I seen you in here. But yeah, glad to be in the Homestead, defend my title. Glad to do it again.
Well, there you go, buddy. Oh, guys, Pete, you got anything to say?
No, I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm looking forward to ISM next week. I'm looking forward to the championship race at Homestead in 2 weeks. Man, it's they got really spread out tonight at HD at the latter half of the race, but all in all, pretty good. No drama. I'm ready to go.
Are you sure you want to ask Amor Smoke that question? Because we ain't going to talk to him the next 2 weeks.
You know what, Amor? I will, just in case Alaska melts. If it's you, Rowdy, and anybody else on your team in Homestead, and you gotta move one of them to win the championship, will you do it?
He's not in here anymore.
Oh, he killed it! Dang it!
I'll move a teammate to win, though.
God dang it, Amor, premature exiting. Jesus. Well, guys, on that note, we're going to be premature as well. And until next time, we'll catch you on the track here at NNR Racing League. Peace.